Hey everybody, what's up, dungeon dwellers? Thanks for tuning in, guys. It's cool to see so many people online. How's everybody doing? Let's get the music set up here. And go go double check I am live. I think I'm live. Hey, we got the Bone Boys in the chat. How's everybody doing tonight? You guys doing good? Just another night down here in the dungeon for me. Tath has transcended the skulls and is gazing into the future. Very nice. Knights checking things out while you get ready for 2 games later. Wow, cool. Hope not tonight. That's a lot of games to play in one night. Rosso, hey, what's up? Kaput, entertain you while I put your baby to sleep. Good night, Cadence. Sweet dreams. Just Tath sees yeah, big talking skeleton. Well, you came to the right place for talking skeletons. Yeah, tonight we're working on Soulblight. We're doing layout. We got everything pulled up here, so let's transition over to that screen. All right, everybody with me now? Whoa! Oh no! Don't look at that ad. I'm not even getting paid for that. Come on. All right. So yeah, here's Soulblight. We're on page 175. We're trucking along. We still have a lot of layout to do, but I have a feeling that maybe we can get it done tonight. All right. Let's get myself in order here. And I'm gonna get the vibrate for the music. Something a little more dungeony. Oh well, we'll do Witch Bolt. They never steer me wrong. All right, cool. They're both tonight nights. Wow. One at 6:30 and one from 10. Dang. Well, good for you. Good for you. I'm like wiped out after I run a game. I feel like I would have a hard time with 2, but good on ya. Tath. Yeah, it definitely got longer. We had to push stuff out. Partly because there was new content, but also because I was changing the layout up, mixing up the layout, making room for everything just to breathe, which, yeah, cost space. So let's see where we are. I got the PDF here. I guess I don't need to show that to you. Because for the most part, we won't be looking at this PDF. I'll just copy and paste a bunch of stuff. That's about half of a Shadow Dark. Right there. Okay, so, oh boy, what's going on? Oh, Shadow Dark's taking over. Okay, all right. So we were on, we were starting a new section, I believe. Yeah, because this wyvern was the last entry, I think. Wyvern of Vritra. Yeah, the original being 147. I think so. Kaput, because I play with heathens. I mean, yeah, maybe. That's part of the fun. But yeah, there's some new stuff in Soulblight. So even if you've seen the book already, some of this is going to be new tonight. So you're getting an inside peek, sneak peek. All right. So which section are we on? Carbuncle Mountains. That is good to know. Yeah. So now is the lower crypts. So let's just get the party started. So the first thing I do when I'm doing layout like this is I just want to get all of the text from whatever source doc I'm using, in this case a PDF, and I just want to get it all into InDesign. Sometimes InDesign wants to put it in a different box than the one I chose, but that's okay. That's okay. It can make some creative choices too. So we just want to make sure that the columns we're using are the same width all the way through the dock. So about that. And then have it match on both sides. Okay, here we go. Yeah, the mountains are now done. And we're on the lower crypts, which is fun because we have a bunch of art for the crypts. It's all up here on previous pages, so I'm just gonna pull. Well, actually, I'll just pull down what looks like it's gonna be useful. So that skeleton's gonna be good. Probably these. Yeah, and I think that was it. Knights. No, all good. And you are not the GM for either of the games. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah, I knew that you ran games, so I just kind of assumed that you were running tonight, but that's good to hear. Yeah, because it can be a lot. It can be a lot running one game, let alone two. So first off, it put all the text in a heading, so I just have to change that back. And I'll give myself a little more room here. Okay, well, that'll do for now. So each section starts with a little header here, just to define what the area is. And then usually I put that right there. Whew. Normally run on Saturdays. Yeah. So I think this section, this monster section, is my favorite section. I just like all the creepies and crawlies that you can find in a dungeon, and the lower crypts has those in abundance. Especially the sovereign, I think, of the dungeon is in a bunch of pieces. If I am not mistaken, Tath, please correct me. And I think that's positively spooky. Right? The headless body of a necromancer just crawling around and then its head also flying around. Come on. That's some spooky shit. Yeah, it is indeed the bone zone. I didn't think about that. I'm perfectly at home here. So yeah, we're doing yeah, Anzura the Prolificate. Severed head, body, and spirit. Now that's metal. How resurrected can you be? I forget where I saw this idea, but I always thought a creepy undead monster would be like animated skin. How gross is that? It's, I don't know, it's like the next logical thing if you think about skeletons, you know, like a piece of a person animated. What about their skin, huh? What happens to a skeleton's skin? All right, so we're doing layout. Shadowdark likes this style, so you can easily detect all of the abilities. We like to have them bolded, and that means that I just have to go through and do that. Okay, now that we've done the first page, we want to go back and make sure we didn't make any mistakes, like leave an entire row unbolded. Always good to double check your work. Yeah, that would be a skin balloon. Yeah. Skin Mancer. You know, I didn't, I hadn't thought about it, honestly, as like an inflate. I was kind of imagining like kind of like a wet floppy like jellyfish deal, but maybe like inflated is even grosser. Oh god. Yeah, you just walk into a room and there's a bunch of like skin balloons flying around. Gross. So one thing I watch out for when I'm doing Shadowdark stats is I don't like it when stats break across lines. So like right there is a good example. Having near and fly on different lines, I find increases the cognitive load. So I just like to put those all on the same line. Just a move there. Tath, you got something to look forward to in the Pale City. One of the planned monsters there is a sort of skin monster made up of unraveled tethers of papery skin. Gross. Gross. Yeah, that's that good shit. When you describe a monster and your players are like, "Oh God, maybe we should go somewhere else." That's when you know you have a good monster. Yeah, there's a DCC adventure about eyes. I can't remember what it's called, but one of the monsters you can fight is like a homunculus of like a harpy and a person, and the book describes their blood as stinking, and that just sent all my players into like you mode. You know what I mean? Anyway. Yeah, that's cool. I'm looking forward to the Pale City. I think a bespoke like mega dungeon basically for Shadowdark is a really cool idea, because in my opinion, like every other mega dungeon that exists, was built generically, but of course, Shadowdark isn't a generic system. It has opinions about how much stuff you can carry, which matters. Yeah. Stupid big. And that's what the people love. I've seen some evidence to indicate this is not the case online, but I think in general people don't play huge mega dungeons like the way that Barrowmounds is designed, where it kind of imagines that you're going into the dungeon through the same entrance every time and kind of like crawling through the same rooms. I don't think anyone actually plays like that, which is why I think people really like that other one that has that all the levels of the dungeon are accessible through a chasm. I can't remember the name of that one right now, but yeah, oh, there we go. Yeah, it's made up of 17 dungeons. Yeah, so that's exactly it. Like a bunch of small dungeons kind of gives the same feel as a mega dungeon, but yeah, is kind of more in line with how people actually play the game, I think. Okay, on to the next column, which we want to make the same size. So I mentioned this before. I was a bit of a neophyte when I created this layout the first time. Now, if I did this again, I would probably just set up all the columns in the default style. But hindsight is 2020. So yeah, because of that, I just have to fix it manually for every page, which is okay. It's not too much work, but it is a thing I wouldn't have to do if I set this up correctly. Okay. All right, we're trucking. I just remembered that I didn't really look at this. Yeah, okay. So it's always good to check your work again. I just want to always look over sections that I've done to make sure I didn't miss anything. Yeah. I messed that up too. Okay, there we go. We fixed it. And that way Lauren doesn't have to get any bug reports from people about layout mistakes I made. Well, actually, you're probably going to get them anyway, but at least you'll get fewer. Alrighty, here we go. So yeah. I don't think that we have too many more pages of Soulblight layout to do, everybody. I'll check after I'm done this chunk of text. But I think it's only maybe 2 or 3 more dungeons worth of monsters, which yeah, might be something like 15 or 10 pages Well, I have a rare pleasure of having Tath here live to give input on the layout, since this is his content. Tath, do you want where do you want this burning it destroys the shadow? Should it be on the same line, or just for like dramatic effect, do you want it on its own line? I think there's a bit of a delay, so I'll keep going while I wait for your answer. All right, you're gonna check. Cool. Sounds good. This is a rare pleasure. Normally, yes, exactly. Yeah. Way past midnight in Germany. And the 7 above, 1 below, bless you for staying up so late. Same line. Okay, yeah. That works. I think maybe I added an extra line in there by accident. Cool. So this should be italicized. All right. Because I messed up. Yeah, space is king usually. Yeah, so it makes sense to put it on the same line. Yeah, so what the hell was I saying? Oh yeah, so this is the first time I've ever scheduled a stream on YouTube, and I messed it up somehow and started a new stream rather than use that scheduled stream. Oops. And because I did that, something got messed up. I forget where this story was going. Hey, what's up, everybody? Professional streamer here. I'll tell you a story that just stops. Watch me. All right. And I just want to watch out that I don't leave behind any bolted content. Oh, see you later, Knights. Have a good one. Good luck. Tell your dungeon master that I say you get a free luck token, and when he argues, tell him I put my foot down. Rosso, my favorite stories. I'll stop. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Gotta wet my bones. Hold on. There we go. Now you may be thinking to yourself, does this guy just wet his bone on stream? Well, when you're in the bone zone, you'll see some shit. Yes, thank you, Tath. So, after the Crypts, Oasis, Charred Cathedral, Tomb of Xerxes, Chasm, and Red Peaks. I think the Red Peak is okay if memory serves. I think it's only like 2 monsters maybe. But yeah, we get some sections to go. I think we'll make good time though, because these monsters are all, they're all formatted the same, so it tends to go pretty fast. want to forget to italicize. Bump that down. And level 12. Okay. Oop. So I think that's basically it for this page. Okay. So I just want to go back and make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay, so I want to hit that down to the next line. Yeah, that's all good. Yeah, that's, oh yeah, that's on purpose for sure. Those are an extra space right there. Okay, so we have a page of text. Now you may be thinking to yourself, Taylor, you can't just show me a page of text. My mind rebels. And I say, yeah, that's fair. My mind rebels too, but for a different reason. So what we want is at least one image on every spread. You gotta keep your spreads well pictured. So sorry, I was working on something there. Anyway, so yeah, so we want to put a picture on this spread. So the first spot we want to look is any white space. That's an obvious candidate for slotting a picture in. Ideally, the art we put in is going to relate to the fiction nearby. So like right here, we would ideally like a piece of art that relates to Anzura's head or a black eye cultist. And we might be able to get away with that if we use this. Because this is kind of a weird, spooky picture of someone's head. I'll make it a little bigger. I was seeing if I could get away with just isolating her head, but we'll probably have to get a little bit of the body in there too. Yeah, funky images keep the letters from flooding your eyes. Exactly. You gotta dam up. You gotta dam up the flow. So, okay, so that's all right. This image has a band around it, which we don't want. So I'm just going to change how this is centered and pull it up. Okay. Good on that side too. So the other important thing is that we want to give all of the images room to breathe. So we want to leave, or we want to put like some padding around the image. In this case, I went with 1/4 inch. That just seems like a nice little piece of padding. Yeah, I think that works okay. It's really fun to kind of see the origin of many Soulblight's later supplements in the core. Yeah, I agree. And it's been a second since I came back to this, so it's also a lot of fun for me just to revisit some of the layout and stuff that I've done. Okay, there we go. actually think, I think in most of the other pages, there's actually space right there. So I'll have to put one in. And as a consequence, this needs to come down. I think I usually go that far. And now the image needs to shrink to accommodate all the text. Okay. There we go. So I make a mistake and then we just have to clean it up. It's layout, baby. Yeah, the black eye cultists basically spiraled into the whole black eye sun image apocalypse used in the Dying Veil. You know, I didn't notice that, but that's actually, like, kind of subconsciously, I think I noticed that. Yeah, like that idea of the black-eyed sun was here, and it was present in the Dying Veil. So here's where the doc used to end. But of course we need many more pages. So I'm gonna go dip into my page bucket here, get a few more pages. All right. Oh, shoot. Actually, that caused some problems. Maybe, can I go back up? Okay, so layout problem of my own devising. So we need to get this last line back over on this page. Now, the easiest way to do that is just to go around and check the spacing on in between paragraphs, because they're wrong. They're wrong in general because of how I set up the doc. It's something like the no, basically, excuse me, he's gonna burp. Professional streamer learned how to mute his mic so he doesn't burp into the VOD in your ears. I know. What the hell was I saying? Oh, so yeah, right now the doc is set up that it has a no paragraph style. That's just like the generic InDesign style. And then there's a body style. If I remade this doc now, I wouldn't do that. I would just make the no paragraph style the body style, because it just creates problems. Whenever you create a new column, like it wants to put the no paragraph style in there and it's all fucked up. And I can't change it now. I can't convert all the body to no paragraph because it would just create more problems than it solves. So we just tank it. We just tank it. It's all connected. Exactly. You're talking about the lore and I'm talking about the layout, but in both instances, it's true. It's all connected, baby. Ooh-wee. All right. We're 40 minutes in. Okay, so my plan is to go until 9 o'clock my time, which is another hour and 20. So buckle up. Make sure your bones are safe. So we're getting on my wild ride. Yep. All right, cool. So that's actually Witch Lord of Ravia is the last, another Ravia I mentioned, another future supplement. Now we're going on to the Oasis of Virtue. So I'm just copying the, actually, look, what I'm going to do first is copy that header so it's styled right. And then copy these columns. Bring them all the way up. Bring them down. Actually, I shouldn't resize that. I should just pull it in. Same with that. Cool. And I just want to get rid of this text. That look right? Everything good here? For some reason I feel like these are different sizes. No, they're the same size. Okay. I'm just losing it. All right. We got the text. I'm copying it. I'm pasting it. The text is in. And yet both are true. Yeah, exactly. You put babies asleep. We did it. We did it, everybody. Ravia mentioned, let's go. Yeah, everything's on track, baby. Yeah, so no surprise. Virtue is inspired by Jerusalem in a lot of aspects. Yeah, it's cool, and I think that's a nice thing about the Soulblight setting, that it's like, well, I don't want to say quasi-historical, but it's like, it's couched in real stuff. You know what I mean? Like the fiction, it's kind of like George R. R. Martin in that way, where the fiction feels like it could be real because it's couched in, like, it's informed by history, I guess I'm trying to say. You can tell that that history was researched in the making of this, is what I'm trying to say. Pillar of Salt. Nice. Classic banger. Hit him with the pillar, boys. Reboot. Smite. Word. Plus or minus one big aqueduct. Exactly. So, oh, fuck. I remember that story I started earlier about how I'm a professional streamer and I couldn't start the stream. Because of that, as a result of that, I cannot see in my interface how many people are in the chat. So there could be 100 people tuned in and I wouldn't know. Tath could have already left. And kaput. She went kaput. I wouldn't know. Except by the grace of typed messages. So I'll just pretend the population of the world is watching. Right? And if the population of the world is watching, hey there, Mr. Beast, how's it going? Let's add a space right there. All right. I think I want to change up the music. Hold on. Okay. We're gonna go back into the dungeon for a second. Whoa! Still semi-alive? Beauty. Glad to hear it. It's pretty late for you, so I understand if you have to drop off at some point. I'm just changing the music up, everybody. Hold on. What about the slime chorus? How are we feeling about that? This is from the Dungeons of Blood and Dream OST. This is a dungeon crawling game basically made by one developer. And it's like a fever dream. Look it up on Steam. The game looks crazy. Hold on, it's not starting. Whoa! Start, you motherfucker. Pretty sure I once measured the Grand Aqueduct to be like a couple 100 miles long or something. That's the beauty of having a fantasy world. I mean, the Great Wall, you know, there's backing for ridiculous structures in the real world. People can make stuff if they really are motivated to do so. Like the Great Wall of China. Entirely pointless, completely useless. People just climb over the wall. Okay, we're back. The music's on. Dungeon of Blood and Dream sounds metal. It is metal. Basically, it's like Jack Vance's Dying Earth, where like the planet's fucked up and there's just a bunch of like weirdo wizards living in the ruins doing whatever they want. One thing I really enjoy in that game, Dungeons of Blood and Dream, is most of your power comes from rings. Magic rings are a major source of power for your wizard. And you can get your fingers cut off, which hampers your ability to gain power. The game's like a roguelike. You're trapped in like some kind of dream palace or something. So even if you get your fingers chopped off, they come back. Anyway. Right. Or walked around the wall, yeah. Which also happened. Yeah, humans can do great things. They can also do pointless things, and sometimes great things are pointless. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the philosophy portion of the stream. Okay, we're kind of done with that page, so go ahead and drop that. But now we just want to go back and make sure I didn't make any mistakes. And there's one mistake. We want to put this text up there. Okay. Italics. Something's wrong. The spacing between these two lines is wrong. And I don't know why. Clear. Yeah, okay. I don't know. Something was up, but we shot him. Took the shot. All right. Character styles. Italics. Obfuscation. So I think my dictionary is set up maybe to be the American spelling. So I just have to use my intuition. Obfuscating. Yeah, I think that is actually how you spell it. I don't know. There's a whole thing. It highlights the American spelling, but I gotta think about how the rest of the planet spells stuff. All right. We figured it out. Yeah, like here, colored, for example. It's underlining that because of the other form of colored, but this is a valid form of colored. So I'm not going to change it. All right, cultist, anarchist of Memnon. Where are my Memnon heads at? The Lion of Chaos. Shit. Alrighty. So we're rolling. We hate the law. Here over on the Memnon side. But just because we hate the law doesn't mean that we don't like good layout. So I'm still sticking to all the rules. Shoot. Woo-hoo-hoo. Racy description. I am the red carpet side. Yeah, exactly. I'm not going to read that description out loud. That one's for you at home. All right. So Tath, remind me, is this, I don't think there's any other docs, right? Like I reviewed hey everybody, bit of business. I reviewed all of the comments in the PDF, and then there was the random encounter tables and then the bestiary. I don't think there was any other docs that need to be incorporated, right? I think that was it. And that one's just for you, Tath. Everyone else talk amongst yourselves. Oh, fuck it. I'll just put the player up on the screen. There we go. Yeah, that's it. Okay. That's what I thought. All right. So layout problem. We don't want to break monster text across columns. So I think we just want to insert a column break here. And that way all the monster text is living on its own. Under its own power. Living large and in charge. All right. So that is all the stat blocks for the Oasis of Virtue. Now we need to put some images in. Let's go back and grab some stuff that I left behind. So you can, honestly, some of it's probably for this section, so we can reuse it. Leave anything else behind? No. Okay. So like I was saying, we want to add content onto the page that seems like it could be relevant. We might be able to get away with this white space here. It's a pretty thin area. And we got big white spaces over on this side. So I think maybe I can, this is a pretty chaotic picture. So I think it could fit for a number of things. Stretch that out. and bring that up so we can see what's going on. Cool. All right. Some shit's going on here, right? But you can see there's some Pope looking dudes, and then there's something chaotic going on in the background. So it feels like it could fit with some of the religious elements and the cultist elements. Whew. All right, cool. So we are ready to go to the next spread. But I think I want to take a quick break and just check in with chat, see what's up, see how it's going. And I might grab a quick snack. So how's everyone feeling? How's the layout going? Like I said, I unfortunately cannot see how many people are here. So we'll just go vibe check. How about I'll switch the music. A little more exciting. It's demon time. Yeah. Yeah, it's probably past the witching hour for you. I think maybe it's the Wolven hour. That's like between 2 and 3 in the morning. I learned that recently. Mostly because in Sunless Skies video game, there's a random event that can happen called Hour of the Wolf. Basically where your captain is struggling with doubts. Yeah, so I was like, this is so specific. Hour of the Wolf, it must be something. It's about to be 1 a.m. Yeah. The Wolven hour. Cool. Okay, well, I'm going to be back in a minute, everybody. Just hang tight and listen to some music. Hey, what's up, Bone Boys? My dungeon dwellers. I got my snack. I'm back. But I need to take a drink of this water. Oh boy. Fire alarm. Oh god, it's everywhere. Help me! Help me! I'll be right back. Hold on. Oh, wait. Yeah, hold on. I'll be back.
The smoke alarm is
right, I'm back. My wife made some popcorn and it set off the smoke alarm. Don't worry, I was just kidding before. All right. Yeah. All right. Okay, we're ready to go. Let me just transition back to the layout. Yep. Here we go. Hey everybody. We are waiting for the music to come back in. There we go. Yeah, I can't get burnt. That's right. My burning days are over, baby. I'm in my bone era. Take that how you will. All right, so we're on to the next section, which is the Charred Cathedral. Uh-oh. Were these all capitalized or not? Yeah, they are all capitalized. So this should be capitalized too. It's all about consistency. You can do it any way you want. When it comes to layout, you just want to do it the same way. Get in trouble when you switch. All right, so we want to add some columns here. And they should match the size of the columns in the previous section, which they do. Okay, now I'll go ahead and paste the content in. This section isn't too long. It's essentially a spread, I think. So get that pasted. There we go. All right. So now we just get stuck in. Bro's burping into the mic. Gross. I tune into your stream and you're burping? Well, that's fair. I hear your complaints. And is it worse that I acknowledge them and do nothing about it? Maybe. Maybe. I'll leave that to you. All right. So we just want to go and make sure we didn't make any mistakes. This needs to be italicized. I think in general, there's not a space in between the monster and its description. Oops. There we go. Ah. How loud is this? Oh, bro. This is so quiet. Why did I put that so quiet? Sorry if it was basically silent. There, everybody. Professional streamer here. We basically want the music like here. Yeah, like -20 dB. Whatever that means, honestly. I don't understand audio. But yeah. So another thing we want to watch out for when we're doing layout is just if all the commas are there. Sometimes they get missed, which is okay, but just want to add them back when we're doing the layout. I got a bot. Hey everybody, it's my first bot. That's fun. Add to block list? I don't know. I don't know if that'll ban them on Twitch or not, but try it out. Should get an auto mod or something. Should catch bots like that, but we'll do it manually for now. And then when the bots take over and replace me, that's when you'll know that I waited too long. The machines are here. And they're sexy singles in your area. 30 meters. 20 meters. 15 meters. Oh my god, they're in the vents. Kaput, good joke. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I think I read that on a tweet once. Can't take full credit, but I will. Never mind. I came up with that. Who's gonna stop me? Alright, so we're just doing layout. We're in the thick of it. We're bold and stuff. Is that crazy loud for anyone else? Seems a little loud. I'll bring it down. Morrowind likes to go hard like that. Mistake detected. This column is too big, I think. Yeah. Fuck. There we go. No, they're reversed. Damn, that's what I didn't want to do. I reversed the columns. Oh boy. All right, there we go. Tath, I want to get your opinion on something. This weekend in the city where I live, they were doing something at the local brewery where they were taking red hot fire pokers and sticking them in glasses of beer. This is a tradition somewheres. I was curious if this was something you've ever heard of in Germany, or maybe this is a tradition from a different part of the world. I don't know. Sounded cool. Had some friends that went to it, said that it definitely did something. I unfortunately was busy, so I could not partake. The Versagen, I hope I probably butchered that. The Versagen bowl. Cool. Okay, so it's a thing. Good to know. Good to know. I knew it was it was a tradition somewhere, not Canada. Though of course, as a nation of immigrants, we just get to pick and choose traditions. All right. So we're progressing. I think that's on purpose, Wrathful. That might be a valid way to spell that. I don't know. But either way, it's cool. So we're going to leave it as. Probably that's from what it sounds like. Yeah.
Save 20% on select Moen faucets.
Cool.
And 10% on American Standard toilets. Only at Home Hardware and Building Centers.
Stop. I think this is here on purpose. It's probably going to be number of bytes based on, yeah, how many appendages. That's cool. All right. We got the Conan soundtrack. Oh, yeah, hell yeah.
In the time when the oceans drank Atlantis and the rise of the sons of Arius, there was an age undreamed of. And unto this Conan, destined to bear the jeweled crown of Aquilonia upon a troubled brow. It is I, his chronicler, who alone can tell thee of his saga. Let me tell you of the days of
high adventure. Okay. All right. Okay. I'll chill on that. Or I guess, fuck, I don't have to turn it down here. I want to turn it down in OBS. There we go. Yeah, Rip Mako, that actor. Oh shit, that was his name, wasn't it? Yeah, it was just he was his acting name was just one word, Mako. Yeah, that movie's a vibe. His character is really good in it. I love his character. Just weirdo wizard who lives on the beach. That's my go-to hangover movie. And like, I think like probably 60% of it is just the soundtrack. Like, music for that movie is so good. Kind of epic, kind of, you know, like Bronze Age, I want to say. Captures the spirit of Conan very well. And of course, we don't talk about the Jason Momoa Conan. We maybe talk about the second Conan movie, depending on the mood. I have learned Thulsa Doom's dialogue by heart. Ah, so good. God, I just want to go. I just want to go pull up his speech. FTL sloth never happened. Yeah, fair enough. You gotta go, Tath. Understandable, sir. Have a good sleep. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it. We'll catch you next time. Morrowind will play you out. All right. We're making progress, everybody. So we're right now we're just doing formatting. Yes, okay, yeah. Catch the rest of the stream on the flip side. Sounds good, my man. Have a good one. Fly thee to thy rest, sweet prince. Alright, so we are about to be done with this page, and we have a large piece of white space, which is good. That means that we can put a cool piece of art in here. And make a few decisions about the layout. Because honestly, for most of this, it's just me trucking, having to do the bitter hand-to-hand trench warfare of layout. Okay. Okay, now we just want to take a quick look. Did I make any mistakes? Yes, this needs to be italicized. That needs to be italicized. Shadow Dark wants the monster descriptions all italicized, so we know they are game rules and not something else. Or sorry, we know they're not game rules. We know they're descriptions instead of like rules that we should be paying attention to. Oh, my cat has showed up. Hello, Katie. Would you like... You can't see her, of course, because she's a spectral cat. But she is here nonetheless. Okay, so we just want to take a quick look and make sure I didn't miss anything. Yeah, we'll leave that. I like sometimes I would maybe I should fix this. It's just nicer if all of the movement is on the same line so that you understand fully what the monster's capabilities are. This is probably too much text for me to want to line break, so we'll just leave it. We'll look at the rest of the stats. Okay, the line break there. Okay, that all looks good. So now we do the artistry of layout, which is looking at public domain pictures and wondering to yourself which one of these will fit on the page. So these are all pictures that used to be in the layout, but got kicked out because of drunkenness. Nope, because I'm changing how things are formatted, so sometimes pictures don't fit anymore. So we want to look at ideally the picture we put on the page corresponds to the fiction. So the corrupted Sophian Knight could bear this picture. You could imagine that this character is the Sophian Knight. Chainmail, heater shield. We don't see flames smoldering beneath her chain links, but hey, you know what? Just got to use your imagination on that one. This is a pretty fucking wicked picture too. Excuse my language. Just this skeleton on his demon steed with this lady. I mean, come on, how good is that? I gotta use this. I don't even know if it fits. I'm using it anyway. Who's gonna stop me? So we just want to make it the right size. And then think about the choices we made. And I don't know. I mean, so yeah, here's the problem. Like this picture, some cone covering it. This picture is pretty good. But does it fit any of the fiction on the page? I don't know that it does. Yeah, some kind of demon. Bear humanoid. Barely the size of a human baby. Ooh, gross. So, okay, that picture doesn't work. So here's a tried and true tactic. If you have really specific fiction that you don't have any art that fits, just put some abstract fucking colors on there. That could be anything. Look at that. That's a demon. That could be a Shitani demon. Are you gonna tell me otherwise? I don't think so. Alright. So we let it fly. And we go on to the next page because bigger and better things await us. We go back and copy that top block. And bring some of these in. Okay, now we just want to go get the text that we want to paste into this section. Which is the Tomb of Xerxes. Okay. So now we just grab all the text. This section is actually pretty small. There's only 3 monsters in it, so we should get it done pretty quick. With the old italics. Be bold. And call it good. And then we go back and look at what we did. Did we make any mistakes? Nope. We keep going. Shit. Damn it. There we go. Now we just have to get stuck in. Engage in hand-to-hand combat with the layout. We take this city line by line. This actually is going to be an interesting layout challenge because there are only 3 monsters in this section. Very few entries. And in general, we don't really want to start a new section on the same spread. Well, I guess we could start on the same spread. I mean, definitely not on the same page. We might be able to get away with it on the same spread if the other section is also only 1 page. If it's longer, then we'll have to get a little more creative. Okay. Excuse me, everybody. All right. So that space seems a little big to me. I'm going to bring it back. Which means all of that needs to come up. And then drag that down. Okay, cool. So that page is done. Done. So let's go look at the next page. There might be 1 page of content here. Let's see if we can get it to fit. So the next section is going to start over on this side. And here is the text. Katie's back, my spectral cat. She might be blocking my camera. So my bones might be in disarray right now. They might be, and in fact they are. I'm frozen. But that's okay. She'll get bored soon. Hey, actually, stop eating my popcorn, bastard. There we go. I'm back. I'm so back. Can we get rid of the pieces of popcorn she liked? Gross. She eats her own ass. I definitely don't want to share popcorn. And now we get down to the layout. So I'm hoping I can get all of this text on 1 page. That would be ideal. Otherwise, we'll have to get creative with our layout solutions. Which would be okay too, but for the sake of efficiency, maybe we can get them all to play nice. We are at 8:30, so I'm probably going to go for another 20 minutes or so, and we'll see where we end up at the end of that. If I'm really good, we might even finish in time. You know what they say. Finish on time, arrive alive. Right? Someone say that? I don't know. I'm working on something over here. FDL Sloth says yes. All right, sick. Yeah, exactly. I got it. All my dungeon homies know. So we are mad trucking. So I have a funny little layout problem. So the entire dock is justified justified with last line aligned, which sometimes makes the text do this, which looks horrible. So if I was redoing this from scratch, I wouldn't use that setting. It causes more problems than it solves, and it's also harder for people with dyslexia to read. So in general, I would just avoid it usually. But I can't fix it now because it would mean I have to go back and fix it everywhere, which is not something I really want to do. So we're just going to tank it. Let them cook. FTL Sloth. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Let them cook. So, I think we're going to have to kick this to the next line, which is okay. We got plenty of room. We just want to go back and read the stuff we already did and make sure I did not make any mistakes, like forgetting to italicize this block of text. All right. That's looking good. And now we want to go back and italicize this. And that's looking good. And now we finish up the last monster. Almost there. Closing in on the end. These have bullet points. I don't think I actually have a bullet point style set up, so I'll just use this generic one. It'll do. It'll do. Okay. So today, hey, what's up, non sequitur? So today I was cruising YouTube and I saw a recommendation for me. My recommendations are completely cooked, by the way. There was a recommendation on my timeline for a Marxist interpretation of Shrek 1. And I thought to myself, what in God's name? Did I click on it? Maybe. FDL Sloth? Hell yeah. Okay, I didn't actually click on it, but maybe I will. Maybe I will, because I kind of want to know. What the hell's up with that? All right. So that is the Tomb of Xerxes done. Wait, there's two. No, that is the chasm. Sorry, that is the chasm done. The chasm. Capitalized. I don't think monsters. Wait. Charred Cathedral. We got to go look at all the other sections and see if they are appended by that tag monsters. They are not. Nowhere else is appended by monsters, so we don't want it here. Lower crypts. Oasis of a Virtue, the Charred Cathedral, the Tomb of Xerxes. No monsters. No thanks, bro. And then the Chasm. Okay. All right. That is the tomb. That's the Chasm. Oh, I gotta change the flavor text here. 7 above, 1 allured below. Sounds pretty cool to me. All right, so way back when I said that was all we had to do, I fucking lied. I know what you're thinking to yourself. This fucking guy. Yeah, well, that's fair, but don't throw stones. Can't trust you, FTL Slime. Okay, yeah, exactly. You can't trust a motherfucker down in the dungeon. It's every bone out for himself, you know. But okay, I want to make it up to you, and I'm going to tell you the truth. This is the last section. So once we go ahead and drop a text column onto the page and undo our paste and switch it to body and then paste again. Bob's your uncle. We are on our way. And I got so wrapped up with talking about my ass, I forgot about pictures on this previous page. So let's go back and look at that, shall we? I don't really have any good images for the monsters on this page. Like I was saying earlier, ideally the pictures we're putting on pages relates to the fiction somehow. But when you're a no-budget indie creator, sometimes you just put some fucking skeletons on a page and you call it good. Likewise, you just put some art from the Divine Comedy on a page and say, hey, use your imagination, motherfucker. What do you want me to do all the work? All right. So now we're ready to go on to the next section. So this is just the bloody down in the mud, hand to hand layout work where we just pixel bitch every line and add bold and italicize shit and just look at every word basically. So it can be a bit tedious, but it makes for a better end product where if somebody comes to actually use any of the entries, they are well formatted and easily readable. That's what it's all about, baby. That's why we play. All right. Triple near movement speed. Now, I don't think that is something that any other Shadow Dark monster can do, but that's okay. I think in general, these have dashes on them. Yep. Like that. Wait, no, they don't. Fuck. See, you can't trust me. I just went into my memory banks and thought about all the monsters that could move double near in the game. Now we just gotta frickin' get stuck in, you know? Lock in. And we're probably gonna have to push Shade of Greed onto the next column because it looks like there just isn't enough room on this one to accommodate all its text. That is okay. We want everything to have all the space it needs to breathe. And when you're referencing this stuff at the table, you don't want to be going between columns or, God forbid, pages to find game rules. It all lives together. How are we doing on music? I muted it. It was distracting me too much. Resident Evil. Like, this is a save room theme. And we give them the default point style. I think if I did this again, I would definitely give it a fancier bullet point style. But we've basically just gone with the default setup. So that's fine. We'll just tank it and do it differently next time. And that is definitely also on another page. Shade of Lust. Sorry, guys. I don't know why that one was the only one I said out loud. I'll leave that to you armchair psychologists at home. All right. Actually not sure what this song is. It might be from the Conan Exiles video game. Or it might be World of Warcraft. Freudian slip. Yeah. Well, there you go. Hey, wait. Never mind. Double near. Yeah, I think that's the right way to write it. No dash. Duma the Black Dragon of Disaster. Great name for a monster. I don't know if this is ripping off this idea, but I always thought it would be neat to create some dragons for a game where the dragons are explicitly like the embodiments of different disasters. natural disasters, I think. So like a red dragon is like, you know, a volcano eruption. A black dragon is like a plague. Stuff like that. That was just a random idea I had. I don't know that it's actually all that well thought out, but it's something. And bada bing, bada boom. The last monster goes on its own column. And I think we will be for sure when Bro is burping into the mic. Maybe he's gonna catch it. No, he's just changing the music. Professional streamer here. He barely even burped into the mic. Okay. This guy's got more titles than someone with a lot of titles. Okay, I don't know. I'm just freestyling over here. You try coming up with 2 hours of off the cuff stand up. Shut up. All right. Here, how about a dramatic reading? One day, Waima sought to test Ardama's wisdom, and so she sent to him and said, "O great Ardama, who sit upon the throne of Armvartra, you are sovereign, are you not? Then tell us, what is it your mind? Is the greatest act of wisdom what is the greatest act of wisdom a sovereign may perform?" "To perish," said Ardama, and carved another small figurine out of bone. How fucking metal is that, by the way? Like, come on. Come on. I fucking love that. Kind of butchered it with my dramatic reading, but that's okay. I'm a lover, not a reader. I'm a writer, not a... Fuck, what's the saying? I'm a writer, not a typist. That's what I say at work when people comment on my inability to type while they are watching my screen. Okay. Absolute violence. Don't mind if I do. Oink. We give it a special red because that's just cool. There's no other reason. It's just fucking sweet. Holding back. This motherfucker could kill you, but he doesn't. He's holding back. Oh. I think maybe I just forgot to copy this text. Oop. Don't look at that. Forget that you saw it. Don't look at it in the VOD, because you definitely can see that in the VOD. All right. Yeah, okay. I am missing some text. There we go. Add it in. Don't freak out. Bird eye. Cool. And that's it. That's actually officially and for sure it. That is all of the game text that we need to add into Soulblight. That's pretty cool. So layout problem, there's no space anywheres for images, which means that if we want to add images to this, we have to push text off the page and resort the layout. I don't know that I necessarily want to do that. I think we had something like this before. I don't know that we need to do that again. It was kind of cool, but oh wait. Duma the Black Dragon of Disaster has this awesome piece of art. Fuck it. I don't know. I can't remember who painted this. It was some 18th century guy. Some fucking guy, you know, but this is an excellent piece of dragon art, which means that this whole column needs to go to the next page. And then since this is the last monster, I don't know, we just do whatever we want and put a big black block behind it. Who's gonna tell me no? Nobody. Unless someone in chat tells me no. And then I'll think about it. Baldur's Gate music identified. You're so right. So right. This is the best track in the song, or in the soundtrack, by the way. Down by the river. Down by the river. My falsetto is not what it used to be. I think this is actually better if I do calm. This really is the best song in the soundtrack. Okay. So now that we sorted that out, okay, that'll do. I don't know that I'm in love with it though. What if we do this? Down, down, down by the river. It's kind of crazy. The red text is cool, but what if we do this? Okay, that's pretty cool. I would like it if this was all in the same line, so maybe we have to go smaller. There we go. That's pretty cool, buddy. Fuck. There we go. Yeah, so here it is. I'm okay with that. I don't know. I'll sleep on it and think about it. Not really sure what to do with this last monster stat block. It doesn't fit there. It could if I remove this picture of a dragon, but I just love it so much. So good. I can't go. So yeah, and then the last page is already here. It's a bunch of prose. Is this readable? I think so. You kind of have to like squint and focus, but I think that's okay. Gives it a mythic feel. Woo! We did it, y'all. Hey, what's up? We managed to get this thing done on time. It's 7 or it's a few minutes to 9 o'clock. And we did it. We did it. You and I, we, us. Me doing it, you also doing it by extension. So what's next? You might ask yourself, is this it? Thank you, FTL Sloth. Congrats. Is this it? Is this all you're gonna stop streaming now? No. Hell no, motherfucker. We are only just beginning. Exactly, in a much more passive way. I'm currently working on another project. So once I get this business sent over to Tath, next time we stream, we're going to be working on something for me, which is Crawling Deep. Crawling Deep is the everything expansion for Shadow Dark. Originally, I called it Advanced Shadow Dark, but I think that is copyright infringement. So instead, we're going Crawling Deep. It has everything, man. It's got it all, baby. It's got classes. It's got rules for warfare. It's got variants for the game, more items, dungeon generators, fuckloads of monsters, too many monsters, lots of new treasure, magic items, and we're also doing a dungeon for each biome in Shadow Dark Core. It's gonna be sick. It's gonna be awesome. Yep. All right. Well, that's the end of the stream, folks. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for hanging out. I'm gonna leave you here in the dungeon, but I think you're gonna be all right. I got a good feeling about you. Keep your torch lit. See you later, FTL Sloth. Bye, friends.